Hi everyone, welcome to Weed and Secret. Today we're doing something, well, it's a blast from the past, a soap from the past. So if you can guess what year and what was the name of the soap, I'm going to send you a piece of soap. It won't be this one because this is actually a custom order, but to be honest, you can just choose whichever soap you want from my collection and I'll send you that free. The first person to guess correctly will be the person that wins. So get on those comments as quick as you possibly can to guess what this soap is. You're going to need to search through my old videos to find out which one it is. Right, so as you can see, I've got three base colours and I've got some silicone balls here, and I'm just going to pour those colours into there like so. So we've got a lovely lemon, we've got a lilac, and we've got a pale pink, all very pastel shades. You're probably not going to be able to guess from just seeing these three colours poured. Right, so that's the first step in this soap. Okay, so we've got some melt and pour soap here, which I'm just going to place into my jug to melt in the microwave on 1 minute increments. So that's it. I've got two more of those square molds. This is the three that we poured yesterday. I should have done this melt and pour today really, but it doesn't take anywhere near as long to set. So I'm just going to pop that in the microwave. I'll let you know how long it takes to melt. Right, so 800 mils of melt and pour took 7.5 minutes to melt. So I'm going to split this into two. Got two Pyrex jugs here. When you melt and pour, be very careful. You want it to be fully melted, but you don't want it to be over melted because that seems to increase the moisture that sticks to the soap. It makes it really much worse, and remelting it makes it even worse. So I'm just spraying some rubbing alcohol on there. Which doesn't seem to work very well. So I've got some Sea Luster Yellow here from Silk Magic. Lorraine kindly sent me some. I wanted like a true yellow, so I'm just going to add a bit of that with my fantastic measuring spoons that Lisa kindly bought and sent to me. Lisa from My Dreaming Soap, she is so generous to do that for me. Thank you, Lisa. When I received them, I was like, when did I order them? And then I thought, has somebody bought me these and just got them shipped to me? And yes, Lisa had done that. And they're magnetic. Which is very good. So I'm going to try this small one first. Yeah, that'll do. So 1/8 of a teaspoonful there. Definitely enough for what I want to do today. And then I'm just going to use some Orange 220Q. That's also from Mineral Makeup. Sorry, not also. This one is from Mineral Makeup Ingredients. And literally I just need a tiny drop of this to colour my melt and pour soap. Doesn't need to be too dense at all, because I'm going to grate it up and just make it into shreds. That one takes a bit longer to dissolve. So then we are just going to pour those into these square silicone molds that I bought. Link in the description box below to those. Link in the description box to melt and pour soap. Link in the description box below to the colours that we're using today. If you're new to my channel, I tend to link all the colours and fragrances and any other useful information in the description box below the video. So if you're new to YouTube and you don't quite know how to work it out, there's a show more button. If you just click that, or a downward pointing arrow, that'll take you down to it'll literally, the box will open and all the information that you want is in there. There you go. So there are two colours to grate some soap. Have you guessed which soap this is yet? I don't think you'll guess just yet. You'll have to keep watching for a bit longer. Alright, so I've unmoulded one. Let's unmould this one, shall we? You must be wondering, what am I going to do with a great big square block of soap like that? Sorry, I've got the boiler on today because the weather's definitely changed. I've just been to Sainsbury's to get a bit of food shopping in, and it was absolutely freezing. They had the air conditioning on, so the whole shop was freezing cold, and then it's cold outside. It's literally like winter, the temperature. So that's why I've got the central heating on. Right, so let's just clean this down here. And we've got a very big clue coming up right now. And the clue is this little thing. Anybody remember this? I used this in a video that is my most viewed video, making soap balls. Making soap balls is my biggest video. How hilarious. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It's a long time since I've done this. And the last... oh no, it wasn't. I'm thinking the last time I did them, was it melt and pour soap that I used? I actually can't remember. I didn't realise they were so hard to get out of the mould. Alright, now we're going to unmould this melt and pour. So there's all sorts going on with this soap. We've got cold processed soap balls, we've got grated melt and pour soap. So rather a time consuming one to make, which is probably why I stopped making it back in the olden days. So I'm just going to chop this into 4. Same with this one. And I'm using Stephensons Crystal Clear Soap Base. I've always liked that one the best because it's harder than the others. Right, so now we're going to grate it. So I think we'll be better off on this side for the grating. Just watch your fingers when you're doing this. You know what cheese graters are like. Or I still have bought a salad shooter, everyone. People were telling me to get a salad shooter. Alright, so the next step here is I want 1.6 kilos of soap batter, but I need the embeds and everything in there as well. So I'm only going to pour 1.1 kilos of soap batter in there. I've got some colour here ready mixed and ready to go in. Just putting a little drop in there to test. I need a bit more than that. In this container I've got 4 teaspoonfuls of colour to 4 tablespoonfuls of carrier oil. Which is something I'm going to have to get used to using. And that's about right for colour. And I'm going to have to work fast here. I've got some essential oil with a little bit of vanilla cream fragrance oil in there, because I want the bottom part of this to set up pretty fast, but I need to get the embeds into this pot before I put them into the mould. So I'm probably not going to say much here, so I'm just gonna do that as fast as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this a stir, and I need soap balls and I need the peach shredded soap in there as well, and I'm just going to put enough in there until we're mixed, or until I've got 1.6 kilos of soap in this jug. And then I'm going to give that a stir, just to distribute and loosen up all of the shreds in there so they're not clumped together. Normally I would do that with a whisk, but because I've got the balls in there as well, I can't really use a whisk to do it, but just giving it a good mix. And now we're going to pour that. I'm just going to put some more shreds in actually. And then we're going to pour this into the loaf like so, and then I'm just going to let that set up as usual, and once it's got a skin on there I'm going to do the same with some yellow. So this is what it looks like at the moment. Hopefully those balls are nicely suspended in the soap. I absolutely hate these essential oil bottles. They're a nightmare for pouring out of, these metal ones, aluminium. The bottles are great, it's just the lid for where you pour the fragrance out of is just awful. It's just a little bit of vanilla cream going in there. Okay, now we will pour on top of the peachy colour. You notice I haven't put any embeds in this yet, because I'm actually just gonna pop them on the top.
Now, is it starting to look more recognisable, this soap? Some of you might already have guessed, and if you have, I mean, you're very good.
Obviously didn't make enough of the purple balls, which is a bit strange, but yeah. But anyway, there she is. She's all made. I feel like I'd like to sprinkle some of these on there. Push them in, not too far, because I do want some of them to protrude out of the soap, and that way I know it looks much more like it did originally. So if you were the first to guess what this soap was and when it was made, the year it was made, on my YouTube channel, I'm going to send you all the leftovers from this soap. I'm not sure, but I think I've just missed a section. So I'm just showing you what it looks like decorated. I'm really sorry about that if I have missed it. My apologies, everyone. We'll see what this is looking like when we cut it. Tomorrow for me, right now for you. Now it's time to cut this beauty, and I have to say this has turned out so much better than the original soap I made. Mind you, I haven't cut it yet, so let's have a go and see how we get on, shall we? I'm just tightening the wire up. It is so cute, isn't it? You see the balls and the coloured shreds in there, and then the balls on the top. The one I did before was a lot shallower, it wasn't very high. I think that's a success.